I always thought miracles don't happen to people like me. But then, someone started paying all my bills. My rent, my electricity, even my college fees. A stranger. For 3 months. And when I finally caught him, I wish I had never looked. My name is Aanya, and until a few months ago, my life was a mess. I worked at a cafe, attended evening classes, and barely earned enough to survive. Every month was a battle with overdue payments and warning letters. But then, one morning, everything changed. I checked my rent statement expecting the usual panic attack, but instead, balance paid. At first, I thought it was a mistake. Then the electricity bill, paid. College installment, paid. 3 different payments. All cleared. By someone anonymous. I told myself it must be a system glitch and ignored it. But next month, it happened again. And again the month after. That's when I realized, someone out there was secretly taking care of me. But who? I began noticing little things. A man who always sat at the corner table in the cafe where I worked. He never said a word, never disturbed anyone. But he always came during my shift. Always left before I could greet him. He had these tired eyes. Like he'd seen too much of life already. One rainy evening, I caught him staring the moment I arrived. Not in a creepy way. He was relieved to see me safe. But whenever I tried to approach him, he quietly walked out. I asked my coworkers, "Do you know him?" But nobody did. He wasn't a regular. Only came when I was there. That's when a scary thought hit me. What if he was the one paying my bills? But why would a stranger do that? I didn't know him. He never talked to me. We had no connection. That's what I believed. The truth finally came out on a Friday night. My shift ended late. The streets were empty. As I walked home, I felt someone behind me. Light footsteps. Careful. Maintained distance. I panicked. My hands shook as I turned into a narrow street. The footsteps got faster. I spun around. It was him. The quiet guy from the cafe. He froze like a deer caught in headlights. Then quickly stepped back. I gathered all my courage. "Why are you following me?" My voice broke. He shook his head. "I wasn't, I just wanted to make sure you reached home safely." "Why?" I demanded. He hesitated, then whispered, "Because I owe you everything." I frowned. "What are you talking about?" He took a deep breath. "3 years ago, you saved my life." My heart dropped. I had no idea what he meant. He continued, "I used to sit near the riverfront every evening. One night, I was ready to end it all. No one cared. Nobody even looked at me. Except you." I felt my chest tighten. "You walked up to a total stranger, gave me your extra sandwich, and said, 'I hope tomorrow feels lighter.'" My eyes widened. I vaguely remembered that day. A man crying alone. I had no idea it was him. "You don't know what that meant to me," he said softly. "You pulled me back from the edge. That one moment kept me alive." Silence hung between us. I whispered, "But why pay my bills?" He looked down. "Because I wanted to return the kindness. You helped me when you had nothing. Let me help you now." My throat tightened. I didn't know whether to feel grateful, confused, or scared. "I never wanted you to find out," he said. "But tonight when I saw those men following you, I couldn't stay hidden." He looked genuinely scared for me. For the first time, I saw him not as a stranger, but as a broken man trying to do something good. "Let me walk you home?" he asked hesitantly. I nodded. As we walked, he told me his name, Arjun. He worked 2 jobs. Saved every extra rupee he could, just to help someone who once saved him. I asked him, "You could have just thanked me. Why go this far?" He smiled gently. "Because you deserve someone in your corner, even if you don't know who it is." My eyes welled up. No one had ever done something so selfless for me. When we reached my building, he turned to leave. "Wait," I whispered. He froze. "You don't have to hide anymore." I paused. "And you don't have to do this alone." He looked at me like he didn't believe what he heard. "I'm not expecting anything from you," he said softly. "I know," I replied. "And that's exactly why it means something." For the first time, he smiled genuinely, hopeful. I extended my hand. "Friends?" He shook his head gently. "No, you deserve better than someone like me." I stepped closer. "Then let me decide what I deserve." He looked at me, really looked, and something changed in his eyes. Not love, not yet, but something tender, something new, something possible. He nodded slowly. And as he walked away that night, I didn't feel scared anymore. Because somehow, In the middle of life's chaos, I found someone who cared, even before I knew his name. The end, or maybe the beginning,